In a town shrouded in thick fog, the Smith family was flipping through an old photo album. The family had gone through a major restoration process due to the collapse of their house's roof, and during this time, they had stumbled upon a dusty and forgotten photo album, which seemed like a way to revive old memories. As they went through the photos, a peculiar photograph on the back pages of the album caught their attention. In the photo, their ancestors appeared as if they were in the midst of a tragedy that had occurred years ago. Their eyes were filled with fear and helplessness, and the scenery around them depicted a horrifying scene of fire and devastation. Upon closer inspection, the family noticed the address of the burning house in the photo. It was the address of the house they were currently living in. What was even more astonishing was that the date of the fire in the photo coincided exactly with the date of this evening. The photograph seemed to be reenacting the tragedy that had taken place. The Smith family couldn't dismiss this coincidence as just chance. They felt as though they were under the curse of the photo album, and they didn't want to relive a past tragedy. However, they had no idea what to do, and they would have to do their best to unravel the curse of this photograph. A night filled with fear had begun, and the Smith family had to uncover dark secrets to deal with the curse of the photo album. Their family's past would reveal the horrifying truth hidden beneath this strange photograph and force them to confront a destiny. The Smith family had begun to take determined action to deal with the strange curse of the old photo album. They decided to investigate the history of the house and the origins of this disturbing photograph. However, this determination would lead them to even darker secrets. According to the family elders and the tales of the villagers, an event that occurred years ago had shaken the town with a terrible fire disaster. The Smith family's house had been lost in that fire, but the only survivor, an elderly family member known as Grandfather, had never spoken about the event and had never forgotten that fateful night. The family decided to visit the nursing home where Grandfather still lived, hoping that he might be willing to talk about that terrifying night. However, his reaction during their visit was unexpected. When Grandfather saw the photo album, he acted as if he had gone mad, telling the family to burn the photograph and forget the past. But the family was determined to uncover the truth behind this strange incident. As they tried to calm Grandfather, they began to learn clues about that horrifying night. What they heard from him shed more light on the town's dark secrets and the tragedy of the past. Now, the Smith family was ready to lift more layers of secrecy to remove the curse of this photo album and confront their family's past. They would do everything in their power to uncover the secrets behind the town's horrific fire disaster and put an end to this strange curse. However, they knew there were many more secrets to discover, and learning them would lead them into more horrors. The Smith family continued to delve into their past to deal with the curse of the old photo album. Grandfather had shed some light on their investigation with the clues he shared about that terrifying night. However, the revelation of these dark secrets would lead the family further into mystery. Grandfather had been reluctant to share the details of that horrifying night, but he mentioned a specific symbol that kept reappearing. This symbol had been found on the walls of the house where the fire had started and had remained unforgettable in the town for years. The family was determined to uncover the meaning of this symbol. They sifted through the town's local archives and old sources. Eventually, they discovered that the symbol was associated with a dark cult in the town's history. This cult was known for its gruesome rituals and could be the source of the power behind the fire. The family decided to track down this dark cult. However, it could be a perilous mission because they believed the cult was still active and waiting for an opportunity to reenact the tragedy of the past. The Smith family embarked on a journey to uncover the town's dark secrets and put an end to the curse of the photo album. But they knew that on this path, more dangerous secrets, mysteries, and fears awaited them. Tracking down the cult, confronting the town's past, and lifting the curse would require courage and determination. However, learning the truths would drag them further into horror. As the Smith family continued to gather more information about the town's dark secrets and the curse of the photo album, they found themselves on an increasingly complex and dangerous journey. When they decided to track down the cult, they plunged themselves into a web of intricacy and peril. To trace the cult, They began to examine various sources within the town. Old documents, diaries, and local legends contained some information about the activities of this dark organization. However, as the truths began to emerge, the family was confronted with more and more horror. What they learned about the cult's rituals and victims resembled a nightmare. The town's history was marred by mysterious events and disappearances revolving around this cult, but the most terrifying realization was that the cult might still be active and waiting for an opportunity to reenact the tragedy of the past. As the Smith family pursued the trail of the cult, they realized that danger and mystery were escalating. They prepared themselves to confront this dreadful organization. But as the truths came to light, they were drawn further into horror. With courage and determination, the family was ready to illuminate the town's dark secrets and lift the curse of the photo album. However, on this journey, they knew they would encounter more danger, mystery, and fear. When the mystery of the cult was unraveled, it wouldn't necessarily mark the end of everything for the family. The Smith family, boldly advancing to unravel the town's dark secrets and lift the curse of the photo album, began to comprehend the horror and intricacy of the town's past as they pursued the trail of the cult. However, the most challenging part was yet to come. The family located the cult's secret meeting place. It was an old farmhouse located on the outskirts of the town. This place was where the cult carried out their dreadful rituals. With hope, they entered this house, believing that they could put an end to the curse. But as they stepped inside, they were met with a horrifying sight. Symbols adorned the walls, gleaming in the light of candles. Cult members had gathered to perform their rituals. The family recognized the cult's leader as the person they had seen in the photo. This leader had appeared in the photos as the one responsible for the family's tragedy. The struggle had begun as cult members attempted to thwart the family. The family fought to destroy the photo and end the curse. The sounds of their conflict echoed in the room, reverberating outside the town. Finally, the family's leader managed to destroy the photo. However, this action unleashed the ancient malevolent spirits outside the town. In fear, the cult members fled, but the old farmhouse on the outskirts of the town was reduced to ruins. The Smith family had ended the curse, but they had paid a price. The town's dark secrets were exposed, and the curse had been lifted. The family had put this horrifying ordeal behind them, but they were now filled with memories they could never forget. The curse of the photo album had come to an end for the family. However, the town's past was no longer a secret. The Smith family had faced the darkness with courage and determination, and they had ultimately emerged victorious.